Hello students, in this video we are going to talk about the physical features of the Europe. In this video we have divided the Europe in the four physical features, that is the northwestern highlands, central lowlands, central uplands and alpine mountain. We will discuss about them one by one. The first of all is the northwestern highland. Northwestern highland means from this word you have idea about the northern part of the Europe and the western part of Europe. Means this part comes in the Scandinavian countries, means that was the Netherlands, Norway, Sweden, and the western highland means that is the Britain, Ireland and Iceland. These are the northwestern highlands. Okay, so first of all, these highlands are very old. These highlands are very old means having the no sharp peaks, means they are eroded totally by the different agents. Northwestern Europe, there are some old mountains and plateaus. Highlands of Scandinavia, Britain, Iceland, Ireland. These and the Ural mountain. You also know about the Ural mountain. Ural mountain was the mountain which separate the Europe from the Asia. Okay, see, these are the very old mountain having no any peak and no sharp peak. Okay, they are not high or steep because they are eroded by the rivers and the glacier over the millions of years. Means these mountains are not high, they have no steep slope, they have no sharp peak. Okay, means they are totally eroded by the different agents like the glaciers and the rivers over the millions of years. Okay, now these glaciers cut this mountain into the deep narrow valley. In this highland, means northwestern highland, the glaciers and rivers have cut the highlands into different valleys having the deep and the narrow valleys, and when they are filled by, means the coastal part of the valleys, mean the valleys which are in the coastal areas, when they are filled with the sea water, this is known as a word that is the fjords. Means you can write here FJORDS or FIORDS. If you ask a question in the examination, that is a fjord. Fjord is lowlands having the water surrounded by means this lies between the two steep highlands, means two high mountains and high plateaus. When the region which comes between the two highlands and having the water flow is called fjord. Okay, now the actions of the glaciers have also created many lakes in this island. There are many lakes in the highland, and in this highland there are many small swift river flows down the eastern slope of the highlands into the sea. Means in this highlands there are many rivers which are small and swift, which originate from the eastern slope of the highlands and goes into the seas. Okay, now these rivers are like a shape of funnel. Means the one part of the river is the small broader and the other part is the narrow. So this rivers looks like a funnel, and this funnel like river are called estuaries. ESTATUARIES. These are the estuaries. Okay, now the next topic is the central lowland. Let's see. The central lowland, these are a very fertile land, and there are many rivers and the lakes formed due to the action of the rivers, action of the glaciers. See, central lowland extends from the Ural mountain in the east Ural mountain in the east to the Atlantic coast in the west. Means it is extended from the Ural mountain to the Atlantic coast. But in the central lowland, the eastern part is a very broad and the western part is a very narrower. Means this lowland is broadest in the east and the taper in the west. You have to learn the eastern part of the lowland is a very broad and the western part, which lies near the coast of the Atlantic Ocean, is a narrower part, means taper part. Okay, and this lowland is formed by the different rivers, glaciers, and the winds. Means this is formed by the deposition of the different glaciers and the glaciers, rivers, in the middle. So these are a very fertile plain also. These are a very fertile plain also. You know about it. This region having the, you know about it, the grassland, temperate grassland. You know, this is the steppe grassland lies in this part. Okay. Now many large rivers drain into the region. In this region, there are the many large rivers originated from the highlands, that are the Rhine and the Seine. These are the rivers. Rhine goes in the North Sea and the Seine goes in the English Channel. Means this river, Rhine river, goes in the North Sea, flows in the North Sea, and the Seine flows in the English Channel. Okay, and Rhine, this river is known as the busiest river. You know, busiest river because it is very navigable and the many ships are come in this river to navigate from one place to another. Okay, now the some rivers are also Elbe. This goes also in the North Sea. The Oder, this goes in the Baltic Sea, and the Vistula goes in the Baltic Sea. And these rivers, Elbe, Oder, and the Vistula, moves northward. It goes northward, means in upward direction. Okay. Now the Dnieper, the Don, goes southward. It goes from the lowland, but it goes in the southward and flows into the Black Sea. You know, the Black Sea and the Caspian Sea, you know about it. Okay. Now the next river is the Volga. Volga is the longest river of the Europe, and this river goes in the Caspian Sea, and this is the longest river in the Europe. Okay. Now the northern part, means you know about the northern part, the Finland. You know, there are the many lakes. Means you can say they have more than 5,000 lakes. So Finland is also known as the thousands of the lake. Thousands of the lake. You know, lake. Finland is also known by the thousands of the lake. Okay, this lake have a large number. This part have a large number of lake formed by the actions of the glacier. Means Lake Ladoga. Lake Ladoga. This is the largest lake in the Europe, and this is the freshwater lake, and it lies in the Russia. Okay. Now the northern part of the Europe, you know, due to the low temperature, means when we go higher altitude, we get the very low temperature. Due to the low temperature, this is a plantless. Means there is a no plantation because of the very low temperature. Due to the very low temperature, and this region is known as cold desert, you can say, and cold desert, and this region is also known as tundra region, because there means you can say about the 60 degree north altitude latitude to above, means pole. 60 degree north latitude to the pole, this region known as tundra region, and this is a totally the cold desert. Means there is no any plantation due to the very cold temperature, very low temperature. Okay. In this region, you know about the Siberian. There is a Siberian plain. There is no mention in this book, but Siberian plain also lies in this central lowland areas. means in Siberian plains are in the coast cold means winter season. These are totally comes into the ice, means it form due to the low temperature it forms ice, means it became a solid. So the different rivers, Dnipers and different, you can say Dnieper, Don, the Elbe, Oder and Vistula which goes northward, it became solid, and due to which the region in the southern plain become a very you can say marshy land. Due to this, the Elbe and the Oder and the Vistula, these are the some rivers which get frozen due to the low temperature. Okay, these are not mentioned in your book. In this region, there are some plants in the tundra region, that is lichen, lichen, mosses, and the small grasses which grow in the summer season. But in the winter season, there is no any plantation. In the south of the tundra region, means about the 45 degree to 60 degree north latitude, you will see the taiga region. This taiga region is more cooler than the tundra region, so there is some plantation happen in this region, and this has a tree such as pine, spruce, and the fir. You know about it, the coniferous plantation. Coniferous forest means in the taiga region there is a coniferous. Coniferous means the plant having the conical shape, means like this type of plant is called conical shape, and this is also known as the coniferous because this is like a cone. So in the coniferous forest found in this taiga region, and these trees are the pine, spruce, and the fir. This region covering part of the Scandinavia, Russia, and is the most extensive forest during the Europe. Most of the southeastern Europe in the area of the temperate grassland is changed from the Europe to the Asia. You know about it. In these lowland areas, where the temperate zone means about to 23.5 degree to 45 degree latitude, there is a very vast region of the grassland, that is the you can say steppes. Means steppes lies in the Russia as well as you can say Europe and the Asia. Means this steppes lies in the Asia as well as Europe. Okay, now next topic is the central upland. So next one is the central upland. Means in the south of the central lowland there are some highlands, that is known as central lowland. In this central upland, the south of the central lowland there are some highlands, that is known as the central uplands, and this in this upland there are some very old mountains in the plateaus, and the plateaus are the Meseta Central, that lies in the Spain, Massif Central, that lies in the France, Bohemian Massif, that lies in the Czech Republic, and some mountain lies in the central and the southern Germany. Okay, now some rivers that are flows from this region, means this upland, that is the Rhine. Rhine goes northward. The Rhine river in this video, in this starting we have talked about the river, that is Rhine is the busiest river in the Europe, and this goes upward direction, and the Rhone this goes southward direction from this upland. Okay, now here this Rhine river forms a valley. This Rhine river forms a valley, means this valley is known as the Rift Valley. Means Rhine in this region the Rhine Valley is a Rift Valley. Okay, now this lies, means this valley lies between the two block mountain, that are the Vosges and the Black Forest. Means The Bosage mountain means this is a black mountain which lies in the France, and the Black Forest which lies in the Germany. Next, it is very important that Danube. This is a river. Danube means this is the second longest river of the Europe. This river originates from the Black Forest. Okay. Now the next topic, the Alpine mountain system. We will discuss it about in the next video. Okay. Have a good day.